Capitalism has served this country remarkably well. It built the middle class, created prosperity, and gave millions of Americans the opportunity to work their way to a better life. And capitalism has been pretty good to me. I've worked hard, got a house in the suburbs. I can afford braces for my kids if they need them, and I don't panic when the car needs repairs. The free market created my job, my iPhone, and Amazon, where I buy way too much stuff I don't need. We've also recognized that pure capitalism needs guardrails. Social Security prevents elderly poverty. Medicare ensures that seniors get health care. Public education gives every child a chance. These aren't communist plots. They're the consensus that emerged after the Great Depression about how a modern society functions. And now some politicians seem to be all in on having even more socialism in our daily lives. Case in point, Katie Wilson, still in the running for Seattle mayor. She is proposing government-owned grocery stores. To be clear, the city government running supermarkets, setting prices, deciding inventory, competing with private businesses using taxpayer subsidies. She also wants rent freezes across the city and a $30 minimum wage. These aren't tweaks to capitalism. This is the government directly controlling commerce. Now, you can debate whether these are good ideas, but let's be clear about what they are. Government taking over functions of the private market. The classic definition of socialism is government seizing the means of production. When government runs the grocery stores, sets the rents, and provides the services, that's exactly what we're talking about. Conservatives have been sounding the alarm. They say this represents a fundamental shift in how we organize our economy. But here's what I find interesting. While conservatives are terrified of Katie Wilson's produce department, President Trump just seized a piece of the means of production himself. The U.S. government took an $11 billion ownership stake in Intel, and he demanded Intel's CEO resign. He made it so the government now gets a 15% cut of revenue from AMD and NVIDIA when they sell computer chips to China. He secured veto power over U.S. steel through what they call a golden share. The government has veto authority over corporate decisions at that company. When Democrats propose government-run grocery stores, Republicans scream, they're seizing the means of production. When a Republican president literally seizes equity stakes in major corporations and being able to say no to company business decisions, it's called patriotic industrial policy. The government controlling the means of production is either socialism or it's not. You can't have it both ways. You can't scream socialist at Katie Wilson's grocery store while cheering when the government becomes a decision maker at U.S. Steel. Unless the rule is only socialism when Democrats do it. So here we are, Democrats seizing grocery stores, Republicans seizing tech companies and the steel industry, and everyone pretending their version doesn't count. Welcome to capitalism in 2025.